Yeah, so I moved to Dubai last year. I moved to Dubai last year and it was by accident. So I was actually traveling to Thailand and I had a layover in Abu Dhabi and I ended up missing my flight not once but twice. So after the second time I missed it, I was like, maybe it's a sign.
Yeah,
So I
no,
just,
the universe does work in mysterious ways, and if you have that gut feeling, you generally have to follow it. And if yeah, just honestly, I think one of the best things you could do in life is just kind of follow what excites you most, and that puts you on the right path.
I think so too. And I mean, the ambiance is really great over here. I mean, there's a nice little heart in the back, very fitting for
Yeah,
today's topic.
yeah, I'm excited for this one. So, where are you at right
Yeah,
now? Like, is this
me
a
too. So I actually got started with making my Data IO account today, like
nice?
2 hours ago. So I really love the interface. I love how everything is just so simple. And I do have some qualms about not being able to access the app from the App Store because I'm in Dubai right now.
Yeah,
But
no, that's totally
I do like
understandable.
that I'm able to do it like through the URL as well. I just set up my profile. So some of the matches I've been getting so far have been very exciting. There's some good stuff there.
Nice, yeah.
Really interesting bios that people have.
Yeah, so the cool thing, and I think we'll probably be in Dubai relatively soon, just because for years we've been talking to one of like the number one matchmakers in Dubai, and so we've always wanted to go there. Me personally, I
Yeah.
always wanted to visit, but profiles are cool too. So the way it works is what we do is we auto-generate dating profiles based on the user's digital footprint, and then use that digital footprint to generate tags, which generates matches, which generates support after the match is made. So, for example, when you create your photo profile, like let's say you connected Photos, you connected Google Calendar, you connected Pinterest, you connected whatever, on the back end, tags are being generated. So let's say you had a bunch of skiing photos or Chanel photos or whatever, like it'd be like hashtag into fine, I guess what's the word find our goods or hashtag into skiing like point 0.7, and then that's what generates the matches. And then after that's live, let's say me and you matched, you can go like at Cupid, tell me what me and Saima should do, and then it'll give an answer based on both of our context, which I think is really important because the issue with ChatGPT is like, how people are asking ChatGPT or Claude or whatever for advice. It's
Yeah.
it's really just spitting out advice that it thinks you would like. So it's like if I ask ChatGPT, what should we do? It'll give an answer based on its limited context of me and completely ignore you. Whereas
Yeah.
if you ask
Basically
date
just regurgitated slop.
exactly, whereas dating we get context from both users, and this creates a better incentive structure for us as an app too. Because if you've been on the apps, I'm sure you're aware that like Match.com owns most of the major apps. So they own Tinder, they own Hinge, so it's somewhat of a monopoly. And every time Match or Tinder or Hinge, they match a couple, what does this mean? It means that this couple then leaves the app, or at least they probably should. This results in a loss of a paying customer for that specific app. So that's why they make money on churn. So that's why their incentives are to keep people on like a Ferris wheel of dating apps. So like I'm sure you've heard people talk about like, oh, I deleted the app, I downloaded it again, I deleted the app, I downloaded it again. That's all by design. Whereas Cupid the cool thing about Cupid is it's as worse as it's going to be right now. So the more I chat with Cupid, the better it gets at matching me because I'm telling him more and more, it's evolving with me. The more people we have on the platform, the better it gets at matching people across the platform. Because
It's like the
AI,
ultimate wingman.
exactly, it's like a dating assist, it's like an assistant for your love life.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the fact that there are two people as well. Because say, for example, you're asking ChatGPT about your love life. ChatGPT only knows like you as the user,
And
whereas Cupid on Data Inc., there's multiple users using the platform. So Cupid can kind of analyze each and every user's interests, and it can log it if I'm correct, and compare and contrast with other matches or potential. Now, what happens if, like, I find someone? I mean, I'm sure there are like failed matches that are inevitable with any app.
yeah, of course.
So, how does Data Inc. kind of gauge that? Because I know it tries to match up as best as possible, but say that I have a guy who's like a total catfish on there, or vice versa, a guy who finds a girl, the girl of his dreams, but she's like a total catfish. And like, how is there any sort of way to prevent that? Or
So the way we prevent that is we want to incentivizing not catfishing and people to be honest on their profiles. So when you created your profile, the reason why it's auto-generated based on your sources is because we know that people tend to lie on dating profiles, or if it's AI generated, it's more honest. And the reason we connect so many sources is because it gives a different picture of who you are as a person. So like your calendar, your photos, your Pinterest, all those different sources will give you a more holistic view as a person. And the more you chat with Cupid, the more it updates. And the way that prevents from catfishing is if someone connects like a bunch of different, like for example, if I were to, a big problem right now on dating apps is there are tons of bots, there are tons of fake profiles, there are tons of stuff just to drive, honestly, just to drive engagement. Whereas if dating, it's like someone connects like 8 different sources, the likelihood of a person being real is much higher. And we also, a big issue too with banning people, and this is a problem with like dating apps and using AI to ban people, is we don't want to arbitrarily ban people. Because I've done that. Like I've had a friend on Instagram in the past where she got her account taken down for like honestly, like the reason was like she had a picture with like a shirtless. It was like her son, like they're at a pool, like and he was shirtless, but it flagged it as inappropriate content. So Instagram automatically took down her account, and I'm sure you're
oh,
aware. It's
that's
like, and some people like it's their livelihood too. So
yeah,
now she's not making money. She had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it back, and it eventually took like 2, 3 months as a pain in the ass. So with our system, we have a flagging system where it lets us know if like there's suspicious behavior, but ultimately it's for a human to decide if that person is actually like being legit or not.
that's so good. Really, that's so needed.
Yeah.
And it's like impossible to get in touch with Meta, the
Oh
team
my
at Meta,
God, it's
unless
the
like you personally know someone, which I'm lucky I do, but
oh no, it's the worst. Like yeah, like my Meta account was hacked. Like so I don't have a Facebook anymore because it was someone stole it and tried to start scamming people as me. I
as they
literally
do.
I literally could not get a hold of Meta for however long I did. I'm like, okay, reset my account, and they would just send the reset information to the person who obviously switched. I'm like, this isn't helpful at all. And eventually, I just kind of gave up. I don't know, Zuck, I don't know. He created Facebook. And then he kind of just copies and steals from everyone. And a big thing I want to point out that's different from dating and other like super sketchy sources, like I'm sure you're aware that Anthropic, ChatGPT, Facebook, Google, they're all pretty sketchy and honestly probably not great for us. Like with dating, we want to give people back their ownership for their data. So like someone, if you delete your account for whatever reason, then the account is actually deleted. So nothing is saved on you. So we want to be honest with that. And
Okay, cool.
another thing we're doing to build out our trust scores, we're building out our API ecosystem. So think of dating as a way we solved matchmaking. Like we solved the problem we're solving is matching humans based on interests and commonalities, but that can be applied to different ecosystems or different products and services. So with our API launching, people are building on top of the platform. So for example, someone has like a gaming, like he has a gaming thing, he's going to use our algorithm to match gamers with people to get play games with. Someone like, I don't know if you rave or anything, but like there's like this service where like you have this hardware device and it kind of finds your friend group at a rave, which is pretty important because there's no service. But they're going to use dating's algorithm to find other people in the community that they would meet up. And the way that
Yay.
that it boosts our trust score and boosts their trust score is like, let's say you sign up for like the gaming app, you trust them, you have the option to create a dating profile,
Yeah,
and and vice versa too. So like if you're a trusted source on there, that kind of follows you around too. So if you're addicted on the gaming thing or you're scamming people, then that'll follow you to protect the users who are actually genuinely trying to use the products and services.
yeah, exactly. Wow, this is really, really cool. So, how many users so far have been introduced to data and how do you plan on scaling it? I think you
Uh,
only just started it, right? This year? Or
so there's around in terms of partners, we have 5 products who are about to launch building on us. So like that's like the gaming thing, the rave thing. In terms of
okay.
dating users, we have around 3 to 4,000. We are the longest running AI matchmaking service, so we've been around since 2023, but it was more of like an MVP version we were using to like not marketing at all to get people on to see if they liked it, see if it actually worked, learn what features to build out. So we just launched our yeah, we just launched our version 2, which is scalable and actually works, and honestly, it's just much more cost effective. We launched that a month ago. So the
So what's the
honest,
difference between that and the original, I guess?
Um, it works much better. It's scalable. Chat actually, and it's easier to build on top of too. And from the company side, it's much more cost effective. So we can
Okay.
actually afford to create the profiles and generate the matches.
Can I match by tax bracket on dating?
That's something we're thinking about integrating. So
Yeah?
yeah, like maybe in the future, because like you connected all your different sources, you can connect via like I guess economic data, and then you're able to match via tax bracket. The more likely thing that's going to happen is and we're already talking to someone about this, is building out a more luxury version of the app specifically around that with the dating matchmaking algorithm. So that's something we want to build into. So it's like, honestly, I'm forgetting the data source, but just another
That
data
would be
source.
so smart. I mean, especially in big cities like, namely New York, Dubai,
Oh,
Los
100%.
Angeles.
Yeah, that's honestly because, like I mentioned earlier, we were talking like one of the biggest Dubai matchmakers, and obviously that's come up. So that's something we may. Because the thing is, the cool thing about the
Your girl
API,
out here is looking for a shake.
yeah, yeah, the cool thing about the API is if someone builds on top of us, it's a win for both of us. So like we're definitely down to offer support and like how to build it, like architecture stuff. But if it's really her idea, she can run with it and build on top. Because again, like the thing about ecosystems and relationships that we really baked into like I personally believe this, but we baked it into how our software is being built is I believe there are two types of relationships, powerful relationships and forceful relationships. A forceful relationship is where one party loses and one party wins, and that's not sustainable because the person who's losing eventually is gonna be like, fuck this, I'm out. Whereas in a powerful relationship, everyone is winning and that grows and that is sustainable. So that's how we're developing our ecosystem, at least with that in mind.
That's incredible. It's
Yeah.
a win-win for everyone, truly.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Dubai has actually been making a lot of incredible advances in AI. And I believe in Abu Dhabi, they just recently released news that they're going to be giving out quite a bit of cash to AI founders. So, I
Interesting.
mean, that would be,
That's something I'll talk to the matchmaker on our next call about.
yeah,
Because
I
yeah,
think you
well, I think
should.
well, yeah, no, because we've been slow playing it, and honestly, I think our tech is amazing, and we're
Yeah.
getting tons of interest from like really the most random sources like governments, major labs. So I don't see why. And I personally want to build out in Dubai, so that's something we'll definitely talk to them about.
Have you used it yourself? Like, have you found any good matches on it yet?
So the problem, I get a bunch of matches. I don't personally use it because I think it's kind of creepy if like the founder on a dating app is using to get matches. And another problem with Cupid is the more it knows about you, the more it kind of like the better it's matching about you, and it knows me pretty much the best. So it just kind of glazes me up to like some extreme level, and then it's just not like imagine you join the dating app and like, oh great, I match with the founder and just talking him up, and I'm just
I'm
like,
just on it one day and I'm like, oh, there's Eric again.
yeah, it's like, yeah, like I don't know if you watch anime, but he compared me to, like Gojo. It's like, which Lord of the Rings character are you? It's like you're a combination of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gandalf. I'm like, I guess thanks, Cupid, but nah, I don't wanna, because I do think it's a bit like I kind of would get the ick from it, but I don't know, it's like creepy to be on your own dating app.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used dating apps in so long. Hinge I used quite a bit in New
Yeah,
York,
I would say
but since
Hinge is probably the best current dating app right now, honestly.
yeah,
But what's interesting is their CEO, he left recently to start his own AI match. So I think, and again, this is just what I think is happening on the back end, is I think because it's really hard the benefit for us is we're the longest running natively integrated AI. I think so like anyone
yeah,
before us, they have to like retroactively fit. Then anyone after us is just kind of copying. But so like it'd be really different. And the problem with like Hinge and mainly Match Group is they lost trust of the users just because honestly it just sucks for most people.
of
So
course.
I think they saw that, and I think they sent and again, completely gossip, but like I think they sent him on his own project, and they're going to try to pump that one up, and letting Hinge kind of and other apps kind of like rather than kind of resurrect like a dying ship. I think they may
Yeah.
try to support that instead, but we'll see. The nice
You
thing,
don't think that Hinge or Tinder they're gonna try and integrate AI at any point, or they're just gonna
no, they're definitely
use their existing business model?
no, they're both trying, and honestly, I know the guy who's kind of leading the AI
I
charge
haven't
of
been on Tinder in like years, so I
yeah.
really don't know like what it looks like even anymore.
Yeah, no, they're trying, they're integrating their business model. And honestly, a couple of them copied our features too. Like, it was either
Yeah.
Hinder or Tinge. Like, they introduced like signals right after we introduced it too. So I'm pretty sure they have spies on our app. But no, like they can do them. I think in AI, or at least like because everyone's talking about like moats. What's your moat? I think trust is going to be the biggest moat in
A hundred percent.
once AI becomes more integrated in society. And I don't think that they're trustworthy people. And I'm sure they're great people, like personally, but I think the company itself has, they're not in the incentives between the company and shareholders and users aren't aligned. So users kind of get wrecked. So if you keep that in mind, I think we're going to win. And part of our go-to-market strategy is just honestly just the biggest thing is word of mouth marketing, and we're just chatting with a bunch of people who can't be bought and seeing if they like our products and service and if they want to use it and just tell their friends. So I think that's where we're going. And from an early stage, that's important because then you get that core base of hardened users. And then after that, you can do like all the normal stuff like any PR, like influencer modeling can be done relatively easy. But we want to get the people who actually care about the problem at hand. And what I like to do is I like to get the both ends of the spectrum. So like right now, me personally, usually talking to like the super AI people who are just like really into AI and getting them on board of the concept. And then I'm also talking to like the people who think AI is gonna destroy the whole world and getting them on board. And I figure if we can get both sides of that spectrum, the middle will eventually follow.
I think you should also target people who think that the girls that they're talking to online are real, but are actually AI, and give them an alternative.
Yeah, no,
Those
that's a
Facebook dads.
yeah, that'd be actually really
They're
good.
on threads now too. It's crazy.
I hear Threads is popping off. I'm just not good at Threads, so
I love threads.
yeah.
Threads is
Uh,
so good.
I mean, we're talking to, I guess more interesting, we're talking to a couple like Love Island contestants, see if they want to help promote. But like, again, like we're trying, the cool thing about an early stage startup is we try a bunch of things, a bunch of stuff doesn't work, but that leads to what works. And you just kind of test until you find what works and then just double down on that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Uh, I want to see if we can do like a little demo, maybe.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I think you have to allow screen sharing though.
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second and let me pull it up. All right. Let me share my screen real quick. Share
All right.
screen. Three, two, one. All right, y'all.
Oh, nice. It's working.
See it, right?
Yeah, so right now
So I just
you're on the web app, which is slightly different UI because we optimized for iPhone, then built the web, and then the Android version is being built on top of this. So like UI is not perfect on the web app, but all the core things should work.
So what's this link a data source?
The data sources is the different sources we're talking about. So the more data sources you connect, the more Cupid knows you. And we think the basis of generating a good match to match someone, you have to know the person you're matching first. So like the more sources you connect, the more it learns about you, the more tags get generated, the better it gets at
No
matching
way
you.
you can connect ChatGPT.
Coming soon, but yeah, that's actually honestly done this week.
Location, photos, Google Calendar. Google Calendar is crazy.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly like a random one that kind of it gives a different insight.
Pinterest. This is very comprehensive.
Yeah. The reason we're better at matching is because think about us, like you connect all those sources. AI is good at data analysis and pattern recognition amongst that data. So like
Yeah.
every other dating app is really just like a glorified Google form. Like think about Hinge, you have your prompts, like there's some like voice apps or some like form apps and they're saying they're AI apps. Like for example, like you fill out an AI dating form, you answer 50 questions, that's 50 data points, it's using it to match. Whereas if you connect all those sources, it's going to be like millions of data points. So long term, it's much better at matching, and then that's where the support after the match comes in.
Yeah, and it adapts to every change that you make too going forward because I mean, as humans, we're all changing and evolving, and that also relates to our dating interests and tastes.
Correct.
Let me see. Let me talk with Cupid. This is the first time I'm speaking with Cupid. So let's see.
And we're
Based
gonna,
on the three photos I've uploaded.
yeah.
Okay, okay. So we have a software engineer in Chicago that has been matched with me. Now keep in
Oh,
mind, I don't think that Cupid knows that I'm in Dubai right now, but it does know already that I love a city boy, which just happens to be a bit low key, with room for spontaneous plans and conversations that unfold naturally. So because Cupid doesn't know me too well, I'm assuming that the fit is looking moderate rather than obvious. So now Cupid is going to ask him what a Chicago night out looks like. And I can either accept, reject, or ask more about him.
yeah, for funsies, why don't you try asking more about him? And as you're asking more about him, that's what's updating Cupid's memories of you. So it's updating your profile. So like, let's say you ask whatever about him, it gives you an answer. You say you like it, you don't like it. It gets better at matching you based on that.
What's his favorite food? Because if he says omakase, I might
Oh,
fall out of
yeah,
my chair.
yeah, it's one of my favorite foods. How's the
I
sushi?
swear it's so good.
How's the sushi in Dubai?
Such a sushi person. I
Yeah,
don't have his favorite food listed. What I do have is he seems more like someone who'd enjoy a good drink, a solid conversation, and an unplanned city night in Chicago. You could ask me about favorite spots for you to set the match. Okay. Let me see if I can find my next match. I want to see what it pulls up.
me too.
Based on the little information it has about me. Okay, same guy. Okay, it's the same guy. But I know on my dashboard I do have a couple of other people. So we have
The same guy.
uh okay, we have a
Oh,
sexy Dutch man who combines a strong, sexually dominant. Oh, okay. Are
that's
you sure
hilarious.
this is an AI?
That's hilarious. That's one of my friends. So if you go to Instagram, you can go to my tag photos. You can find him when we're in Vegas for the Bitcoin conference. So it described him Taylor as a sexy Dutch man. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So he would have set his profile with so I know him personally. He is honestly, that's kind of accurate. Because when we were in Vegas for the conference, we just kind of partied and drank and just hung out with people. We were at the Ferris wheel in Vegas and we met this group of a bachelorette party, and he was the one who just approached them. And then after that, they brought us to their karaoke thing. So like, yeah, that's dominant energy. He's close with his family. I mean, he paid for my whole trip and he bought all my food and everything, which is amazing. So he's
Wow.
incredibly loyal. He has a very successful career too. He's no, he's honestly he's a caring dude. He's affectionate. Yeah,
I think actually this might be my top match.
yeah,
In relationships, wow, they got a lot to say. Focus
yeah.
on elevating women as potential future wives. Wow, rather than short term flings. Okay. Younger, feminine, and more submissive partners, typically in the 24-33 range, who trust his leadership and feel comfortable with his. A lot of emphasis on dominance. Okay.
So I'm guessing with his photos, so look at the cross. Okay, so he hasn't. Because the thing about Cupid is the more it
He's a
knows, like the
lax
more.
bro.
Yeah, so he probably uploaded a couple photos, and I think his profile is based around sports, and then it probably made that reach for dominance. So the thing about AI is like the more data it gets on you, the better is at understanding you. But if you don't have that much data, it kind of reaches and tries to fill in the gaps. So like if you look at if like with your profile, since you didn't really connect too much,
Yeah.
it probably
I haven't
reaches.
even made a bio yet.
Yeah, it's like it's if someone's on the other side looking at you, it's likely to reach about that. But the more sources you connect and the more you tell it, the more it completes that profile about you.
Okay, I see. So this is interesting. Let me just see one more. So we have Aaron. So I mean, how many matches can it pull up? Like just space. Oh wow.
So the Discover
Even
feed.
only with this, I mean, this is a really, really good
So
roundup, really.
the logic behind the Discover feed and the Cupid chat is Cupid chat's more curated for Cupid based on you. It's like, okay, here's the match we think you'd be great with. Whereas
Uh-huh.
Discover feed will show you more members in the community, and the incentive behind that is like the more you discover, the more you say yes, no, and tell why you rejected, the better it gets at matching you based on your accepts, rejects, and what you tell Cupid, which feeds back into the original matchmaking algorithm. So obviously the more you say yes, no, it's learning about you and it's asking why do you reject this person, you tell it, and then that completes your profile even further. So the longer you're on the app, the more likely you are to find that good match. And the cool thing is it works for you, but it works across people all the on the platform too. It's like I said, AI is really good at pattern recognition and data analysis. So it's going to pick up on stuff that we as humans don't like we would always miss. Like for
Yeah,
example,
it
let's say
has a high attention to detail.
yeah, like and even like random stuff. So like, let's say people with like black shirts match extremely well with people who go skiing, which seems like a random thing that just doesn't correlate at all. But if there are a bunch
Yeah,
of people who have that match who match because of that, Cube's gonna pick up on that because it's collectively learning from the group, and then it can start matching based on that.
that's so cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this episode short because my rental time for this room has run out and I keep getting looks at the door. But it was amazing chatting with you, Eric. I really hope that we can schedule another episode soon because I would like to dive a little deeper into this topic. This is super fascinating to me, and this is actually encouraging me to get back out there and get on like dating, I guess, as
Yeah.
my primary dating app.
Yeah, once we go live in Dubai, I'll honestly definitely reach out and probably ask for your advice on stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll talk soon.
Yeah, talk soon. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.